Hello, everybody. Thank you again for joining BlackInc.tv. We have an incredible show for you today. Our guest is somebody who I have an unbelievable amount of respect for. You want to talk about doing some big things. You're in for a really big treat today. Dr. Robert Owor. He is a PhD from Auburn University is where he got his degree from, I believe. He's currently at the Department of Math and Computer Science at Albany State University, but he has been involved with some incredible bleeding edge technology things such as quantum computing, artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, cryptocurrency, blockchain, NASA technologies. I mean, he is really incredible. I think I saw that he's had 14 publications. I don't want to take anything away. Dr. Robert Owor, thank you very much for joining us today. And please tell us a little bit about yourself, your background, a little bit, how did you become Dr. Owor? Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, thank you very much, Tony, for introducing me. My name is Dr. Robert Stephen Owor, as was indicated. I got my PhD at Auburn University. I then worked at Alabama State for a couple of years, and then I came to Albany State University, where I've spent the last 17 years. So I have been involved in teaching, in research and grant writing, and also in motivating students to work on different projects. So we have done extensively well in the last 18 years. I am currently the director for the Center for Innovation and Emerging Technologies at Albany State University. I also work with IBM. As a matter of fact, I'm an IBM champion. So we do a lot of things with IBM. We do artificial intelligence, we do data analytics, we do blockchain, machine learning, we do the robotics and drone science with them. With NASA, we're also running projects. We want to train the next generation of engineers and scientists. So we're working in Southwest Georgia, and we are developing STEM programs where we train students in artificial intelligence, in robotics, in drone science, in machine learning, and so on and so on. We also work with the Marine Base, where we have a big project there. We are a subcontractor for Georgia Tech Research Institute, and we are modernizing the Marine Base. That's all I can say, but it's very exciting work that we are doing there in supply chain, logistics, robotics, and blockchain. We have a very exciting project right now. We are working on with NASA to try to detect craters on Mars, and we are using some triangulation algorithms, and we're also using artificial intelligence, deep learning algorithms to try and detect craters as well. So we are very excited. We are working on several blockchain projects. We are working on creating distributed finance. We are working on creating NFTs, that is non-fungible tokens. And we are also building a metaverse. We are building the ASU metaverse. And we hope there are other projects we are doing as well, but suffice it to say that those are the main activities that we are working on.
Dr. Owor, I am blown away, as I am pretty sure that all of our listeners and guests are. Let's go back before Dr. Owor. Tell us about where did you grow up? Tell us about how you grew up, man. But and then what was kind of like the moment where you just really started to dream bigger and because you're doing some big things, but it didn't just happen overnight. Tell us, how you grew up, where you grew up, all that stuff.
Yes, well, I grew up in Uganda. I was born in Uganda, and then I did my first degree over there, and later I came to Canada and did another first degree in computer science. I did my master's also in Canada, and then I came to the United States to do a doctorate in computer science and software engineering. And after that, now what sparked my interest in computer science was really it was NASA that sparked my interest in computer science. When man landed on the moon, I read the entire story, and I read how IBM computation was done to make sure that the rockets flew correctly and landed correctly, and all the communications they were using TCP/IP and all that. So that sparked my interest in computer science, and that's how I began to work. And during my undergraduate, I became very good at programming and coding and building systems. And then I worked for the telecommunications industry. I became a chief of computer operations. I then worked for the United Nations as well, and trying to do World Trade Organization stuff. And also we used to try to see how countries can collaborate more and can trade more, and we're building trade databases. After that, I came to the United States, and I started working on different projects while working on my PhD. I did work on a project. One particular project was very exciting, where we are trying to use 3D imaging, and we're trying to create that with video as well, so that you can have one person, say in Australia, another person in USA, and you can extract their images and bring them together and use 3D technologies. As a matter of fact, this is what is coming to be known as the metaverse. That's what I worked on for my PhD. And we got several patents. The owner of the company, IBM, got several patents as a result of that. And then after that, I taught at Alabama State for about 6 years before coming to Albany State. So the majority of my work has been at Albany State University, where I have done a significant amount of work in blockchain, in artificial intelligence, in machine learning, in Internet of Things, in drones, in robotics. So we continue, we have several projects, and now we are working on smart agriculture as well. We hope to build cases. We believe that we can use smart agriculture to double our production, and we're going to train farmers in agricultural priming and smart agriculture. We want to do smart irrigation, smart fertilization management, smart pesticide management. We want to use drones and robots in agriculture and in farming. So we are very excited, and we're continuing to build that as well.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Dr. Owor, I just want to say or ask you, like, how do you possibly keep all these projects that you have on track and on schedule? I mean, the brain power that it requires. How do you do it?
Well, we work with a lot of partners. We have formed a lot of partnerships. We have formed partnerships with Georgia Tech Research Institute. Georgia Tech Research Institute is one of the top engineering research institutes in the world. And they do a lot of, they do everything from agricultural engineering to robotics, to operations research, to logistics engineering. They do a lot of things. So we are in partnership with them, and they're building for us a lot of technologies. We also work with Zero Gravity Solutions, which is a company which tried to develop food for NASA in space. They have since then found a lot of technologies, and they're researching a lot of technologies in the area of agricultural priming, so that they can increase yield and also increase the resistance of crops to pathogens. So that we are very excited to work with them, and we're working with them in smart agriculture. We work with another company called SoftDev, which is an artificial intelligence in the medical area, and doing a lot of research with them as well. And we have several other companies: University of Arkansas, University of Georgia, we have Fort Valley. So we work, the US Department of Agriculture, we work with several agencies as well. So that's how we collaborate, and we keep these partnerships, and we do a lot of research, yes.
Hey, you mentioned the University of Arkansas. That's where I went. I am a Razorback. They're actually here in town for the Final Four out here in the San Francisco Bay Area right now, man.
Oh, okay, wonderful, wonderful. Yeah, strong.
Awesome.
They are very strong in artificial intelligence, yes.
Dr. Owor, because I am not a technical mathematician, computer science person, how could, from an entrepreneurial standpoint, how could maybe someone who's not a mathematician, computer science, maybe take advantage of some of these new technologies. Not only that, but you know, how can maybe this, even the engineering, computer science students can take advantage of more of their creations as we move forward, because we want them to go big and not just create these things for others. I mean, hey, I'm feeling that it's our time to kind of, you'll go bigger. But yeah,
yes. So one thing is clear, that we have entered the fourth industrial revolution. And the fourth industrial revolution is artificial intelligence, blockchain, and quantum computing. Those are going to be, and cybersecurity. Those are going to be four big areas: cybersecurity, quantum computing, blockchain, and artificial intelligence. Now, the government of the United States is actively working in this area to remain preeminent in the areas of artificial intelligence, blockchain, cybersecurity, and quantum computing. So they are working diligently. The first area they're working on is cybersecurity. We have to guarantee that our systems are secure, both military systems, government systems, and private enterprise businesses. They have to be secure. So we need to train new personnel who can handle all these cybersecurity activities. And the government has poured in a lot of money to do that. So we can expect companies, you can form companies and hire students and hire cybersecurity professionals to train more students, to train more people to get certification, and to actually work in the area of cybersecurity, because we are getting a lot of attacks. You know, we're getting attacks from China, from Russia, from Iran, from North Korea, from East European countries, from Nigeria, so many attacks. So we have to work against all those attacks. So that's an area. I think right now we are lacking about 600,000 cybersecurity professionals. So we need to train people in that area. The second area is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is going to drive the 21st century. So we have to train people in artificial intelligence and get them to build robots, to build systems which use artificial intelligence. And there's so many areas in AI, you know, right from even military applications to industrial, manufacturing, to supply chain, all of them using artificial intelligence. So we need to train people, because it's going to be, whoever wins in artificial intelligence is going to be the winner in the new industrial economy. Now, the third area is in blockchain. Blockchain is huge because blockchain provides secure transactions. You know, the encryption in blockchain, and the fact that you can only have, once a transaction is stored, it is stored forever. And you need a consensus of people in order to change it, makes blockchain a very useful technology. It can be very useful in supply chain, in medical applications, in government security, in so many areas. So we need to work in the area of blockchain. Finally, in the area of quantum computing, you know, the quantum computer is, within 5 to 10 years, the quantum computer is going to be here. And a quantum computer operates at the speed of light. That means that, you know, an electron travels at the speed of 225 meters per second, but light travels at 300 million miles per second. We are going to build transistors which are made of light, and they're going to have quantum behavior. And they'll be able to break all encryptions. They'll be able to solve several problems, whether it is climate modeling, or it is genetics solutions, or it is pharmaceutical solutions. The quantum computer is going to accelerate all these developments. So again, once again, the country that first starts quantum computing will be the winner as well. So that's an area that we are working on. I know IBM is working on this, Google is working on this, the United States government is working on it. You know, China, Australia, Russia, Israel, they're all working on quantum computing. And whoever builds the first commercial quantum computer is going to be a winner. Now, there's a lot of research going on to train students in quantum computing. And that's why we want to train. IBM has offered $100 million to train students in quantum computing. We are taking advantage of that at ASU, and we are going to train students in quantum computing as well. Yes.
So for all those out there, please start organizing your businesses around those industries that Dr. Owor just mentioned: quantum computing, cybersecurity. I mean,
artificial intelligence, and
yes, sir.
Yeah.
He's giving you the answers to the test right now.
Yes.
You know, yeah. I mean, you got me thinking about my business right now, and I'm pretty motivated. You know, to do more. You know.
Yes, definitely.
For you, where does your motivation come from? I mean, you mentioned briefly that you grew up in Uganda. Does that have anything to do with how you continue to be motivated?
Well, I was always interested in mathematics. I have a very strong mathematical background, and I excelled at mathematics, and I excelled at computer science. And that excellence made me seek more, want more, you know. So I applied for a Commonwealth scholarship, and I got admitted into Canada, and I went to school there. And after that, I got my master's. I again applied for a Fulbright scholarship. Here in the USA, I got the Fulbright scholarship, and I was admitted at Auburn. And so those have been exciting me. And I've always enjoyed coding and building systems, and that has excited me all the time. And one thing I like is also to teach others how to do it. And I am very excited. So many of my students have gone on to work for NASA. Some have gone to work for IBM, for Microsoft, and they're doing amazing things. And it is very, very exciting for me to see them very successful. And I want to continue to train. Right now, I'm training young students from grades 6 to, and I want to train them in artificial intelligence, in blockchain. And I tell them that mathematics is very simple. Mathematics is just another language, you know. So just learn the language of mathematics and describe the universe and become creative with it. You can build so many things. So I'm always excited to teach them, you know. And I have a strong team that is working. We recently got a contract where we are going to build a STEM bus, a mobile bus. And we are going to move all over the counties, 14 counties of Southwest Georgia, and get students involved and excited in robotic science, in drone science, in artificial intelligence, in physics, chemistry, and biology, and mathematics, so that we can build more engineers. I believe that, you know, the more engineers we build, the better the new world will be. Yes.
Wow. It's really incredible that you have been and are part of creating entirely new industries that are creating themselves millions of opportunities, not here in our own country, but around the world. I mean, and you know, and I hope that we can continue to do things together, because you have been an amazing partner to me, to our company, and I want to publicly thank you for that as well. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes.
Once again, Dr. Owor, thank you very much. Well, hey, everybody, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you again for joining us on BlackInc.tv. Hit me up on LinkedIn. I'm going to put my link down here, you know, put your comments in, but we look forward to seeing you next time on BlackInc.tv.